Hey there, David Lee here with CoachDavidLee.com, and wanted to put together this video tutorial just explaining some of the main features of MailerLite's email marketing services, and also just show you why, so some of the main reasons why I'm currently transitioning my email marketing from MailChimp over to MailerLite. So hopefully it gives you some value and answers some questions for you. If you do have a question, definitely drop it down below and I'll do my best to answer it, but enjoy the video. Okay, so here is basically what the dashboard looks like for MailerLite, and it just gives you a preview of just kind of what's going on, all up-to-date stats, and just shows some last campaigns sent here. It'll show you how many people it was sent to, the open rate, how many clicks you got, and you can just mouse over there and you can see how it turns to giving you how many number of opens and the percentages. And just kind of gives you a quick update of your subscribers and active subscribers. And up here is basically the four main areas and the four main features of MailerLite. You got campaigns, and then subscribers, of course, and then web forms, which are your pop-in forms, your email opt-in forms, and then automation, so your email series. And automation is actually just brand new as of this recording. I believe they completely revamped it just a few days ago on Monday. So let's check out campaigns, and pretty simple. Everything on here is actually very simple. So it shows you your recent campaigns here, and you can always just go to create a new campaign, and we'll just do that real quickly here just to see what that looks like. And a lot like MailChimp and a lot of the other services, they have, just drag and drop, and we'll just do, just a quick test campaign and delete it. And you can also set any campaigns up to auto resend. You can pick from their template gallery here if you'd like, or you could just start something kind of from scratch. And all of these templates here are customizable as well. If you don't like something in one of these, you can just delete it, alter it, change it. You can change the background color, but they do have quite a bit of templates here. Some of them you can see are more text-based, some of them are a lot more simple, some of them are more photo-based, and you can preview them just to kind of see what they look like. But if you find one you like there, or at least find one that you feel like is close to what you want, you can start there and then customize it yourself. If you just kind of want to start from scratch and do a drag and drop editor, you can do that. So this is pretty simple. You can drag and drop new images, text boxes, titles, social media icons that link back to your Facebook page, Twitter account, YouTube, whatever. So I've already set kind of a header up here, which you can do, and then let's say I wanted to add just some text there, a text box. Just drag and drop the text box over there, and then you go in there to edit your text. And as you can see, it's I don't know if you can see over my screen there, but as you're typing it in, you can obviously select to bold, italic, the text colors here, the text size is there. So pretty much a lot of stuff you can do to just, to just customize it however you want. Let's go back. And obviously a campaign is nothing more than just an individual email blast, okay? So that's just something that you're going to send to one of your subscriber groups. Just kind of think of it as like a one-shot email. You can always take a recent campaign that you sent, and if you want to just update it and you want to keep most of the images and language and copy in it, you can just come over here and copy the campaign and then just edit the new campaign to how you want it. Subscribers up here, pretty simple. You can have different subscriber groups for a lot of different things. You might have a few websites out there and you want a subscriber group for each one. As you can see, I have a few, but I have different subscriber groups for different reasons. When somebody opts into one of my forums, then I want them to go to sort of a group that's just for new subscribers, because they're going to get some upfront information, some upfront emails, and then once those are done, I move them into my kind of general group, which you can see here. This Coach David Lee _ general is kind of a general group, and I haven't moved all my groups over from MailChimp yet, but I've got a lot of what I wanted to start with here. And again, you can add anybody to your group. If you have an email that you want to add, you can just click on this green little person button with the add here. You can rename the group, or you can do a split group, which basically means sort of a subgroup within there. So let's say I've got kind of a list of sort of VIP emails that I really want to keep separate, because they may be getting some deals or some special emails that not everybody else is getting. So you can customize that however you want. It's going to give you, open rates here, open rates and click-through rates for whatever emails you're sending. And again, I've just started to move everything over and integrate. You can set up your subscriber notifications to email you when somebody new subscribes to a list or when somebody unsubscribes. So you can set all those notifications too. So now getting into the cool stuff, web forms. I was really impressed with their web forms. Their pop-ups don't have a lot of options right now, so I got to think that they're probably going to be coming up with some more options and more updates. But basically, say you're in web forms, and these are some that I've already created here, but if you go to add new web form, you're just going to pick what type of web form you want. So you name it first, and we'll just say test form. And again, these are your pop-up forms. These are your email opt-in forms that you might have on the sidebar of your website, or you might put one of these maybe within a blog post or on a page of your site. So pop-up forms, landing pages, which is really cool. We'll look at that separately. And then embed forms, which is just a simple, embed form on your site, or like I said, in a blog post. And then you can kind of create your own, customize your own subscribe button. And all of these are customizable for sizes, text, colors, things like that. One thing I didn't like too much about the embed form is that at least I haven't seen a way yet to where you can actually add an image inside the embed form. But it is very easy for you to just, once you're done with it, once you have it like you want it, you literally just copy a real simple code link and then just paste that onto your website wherever you want it. And then if you need to come update your embed form, you just come back here and update it, and then it will automatically update on your website. So you don't have to go back to your website, paste the code back in. That code is linking it to what you're doing here, so it'll automatically update. So let's look at the landing pages separately. These are pretty new, and I was really impressed with these. A lot of people have questions about how to create, professional looking landing pages. And again, all of their services currently are free for up to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so everything we're looking at here is totally free for up to 1,000 subscribers. So let's say I wanted to create a landing page. Okay, basically it's asking me, well, when somebody opts in on this landing page, what group do I want to send them to? Okay, so let's say I want to send them to just this general group here. I could actually select a couple of them if I wanted, but let's just keep one. And you'll see several templates here that they have, and I think they have looks like they have about 10 templates here. This one's called ebook, and you can see course here, invite, just a real simple sort of announcement template here. They call it pre-launch. So several templates here that you can choose from. And again, just like the campaign templates that we looked at, everything on here is customizable. Okay, so you can delete some of these fields, you can add, you can change the colors. So let's just look at just one here. I actually used this e-course one for my full online course. But if you select it, it'll pop up, kind of ready to go here, and then you can just go in and change whatever you want. Taking a little while to load. So if you already know what you want on your landing page, if you've already got the copy, some of the images ready to go, and then you find a template that you like that fits well, or at least is pretty close, you would just kind of go in here and select one. And then just like the drag and drop feature from the campaigns, the same drag and drop areas are over here. So you can see here it's got a little header up here that you can change. You can just delete this whole thing if you don't even want it. Obviously it has a picture here that it's already ready here, but if you want to edit all this information, you would just click this little edit icon right here, and it opens up an editor not only for the text but also for the forms and the color of the subscribe button. You can change the entire background image if you want, and you just gotta play around with it here and just until you find something that you like. You can see this here just as an example for this background image. It's called Hero here, which is sort of just the main image. And if I don't want that image, I can either click on this right here to select a new image that I do want, or I can just delete it altogether. Just click this little trash can logo and it will delete it, and then you can set, let's say I just wanted a solid color back here, and you can obviously use this little color selector to get whatever you want, or if you have the hex number here, you can just pop it in there. So let's say I wanted to use this orange color that I used recently. And once you have what you want, you save it. You can go back and change the content, the text here, and change that to whatever you want. And then you can even add fields or change the way these fields are labeled. So if you wanted to add a phone number field, you could do that. So everything's really customizable. And down here, this is a course template, so it just kind of talks about what you expect in the course. And if you don't want this stuff here, you can just delete it. Click that little trash can icon, and the whole thing is gone. If you want to replace it, maybe with a area for a video, you can do that. And then if you have a YouTube video that you want to embed in there, you can do that. So all of it's all customizable. Everything in here you can just mouse over and see what fields that you can take out, delete, alter, change. It even has a little kind of signature footer down here where you can put your copyright, links to your social media. So it's pretty cool. See if this will let us. I believe this lets us preview what it looks like. So at any time while you're making your changes, you can always just go and see what it looks like. Yeah, it shows us a little preview here. Let's see. You can kind of see what it looks like, and click around and actually mouse over some of the buttons. And once you get it like you want it, you can just save it. Let's just say we're done editing. And obviously it's very mobile friendly. It adjusts for whatever screen size the visitor is using it on. And I'll probably do a separate video just kind of showing how to do some of these landing pages and some tips. Basically, it gives your landing page a unique URL, and it looks like MailChimp owns subscribepage.com/ and then you can name it whatever you want, like my cool page. So subscribepage.com/ my cool page would be the landing page that we just created. You can actually give it some SEO love here, page title, keywords, quick description. And then once you have that done, you're ready to go. If you do own your some of your own domains, if you can add a subdomain which would be a subdomain for the domain that you own, and you'd have to whoever you're using for your domain service, you'd have to go back into those settings and do that stuff. So we don't want to get I'm not going to get too technical here with this, but you can also, if you have a website, which is what I do, I just create a page and then redirect to this page right here for the landing form. So that is the web forms, and obviously with your web forms, they're going to be sending people to whatever subscriber groups that you chose. And then the automation is the last thing, which this just got revamped just this week. So here's one that I've already created, and the new automation workflows is what it's called actually. Now the old way that MailerLite did it is autoresponders. It's essentially the same thing, but what they've done is they've basically moved the autoresponders, which I had some of those going, over here, and the new workflow is basically the new updated autoresponder. And here's how that works. I've already got one created here. Now if you're creating a new one, obviously you got to create new workflow, but I'll go ahead and open up this one because it's very similar to a brand new one. And again, if you're not familiar with autoresponders, or if you've kind of heard about how to use them, or you just weren't sure what to do, basically if you have an opt-in form or a pop-up form or a landing page, when somebody puts in their email address, let's just say you're asking for their email address and their first name. So once their email address goes to a subscriber list that you've predetermined, because when you create your form, it'll ask you, well, what subscriber list do you want these emails to go to? And then you select the subscriber list. When you create your automation with MailerLite, it'll ask you, okay, when a subscriber joins a group, so which group does this automation tie to? Well, I picked my CoachDavidLee.com /dream customers new. So this is when somebody enrolls into my free video training, which is based on my full online course. So basically, once you want to add something, and let me scroll down here just so you can see what that looks like. There'll be a little add button. And then you can just pick to add an email or add a delay, and a delay is basically, once somebody joins the group, 1 day goes by, because I selected 1 day, and you can see here, let's say I wanted to change this delay. You've got minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, or a specific date. So let's say I wanted this to go 2 days to go by before the first email sends. I would just change that to 2, make sure days are selected, and then save. Okay? But I don't want to do that. So basically, when somebody joins this subscriber group, they get a little welcome email, and then 1 day goes by, because I've set that, and then they get this first email here. And basically, I've already, put in the copy for the email. If I wanted to edit the email content, I could go to edit email content and just, change it. Maybe there's a link that I wanted to add in there. But as you're doing this, you can just do it one email at a time. So you can see here that I've already got the email content in here that I want. And if I wanted to change any of it, I would just click on it, go to the editor over here, and change it. And then click save. And done editing, and it updates. So this is the first email that somebody's going to get in the automation series. And then as you can see, as it continues, I've got another delay. So 1 day goes by after this first email, and they get this second email. Okay? I've got another delay, another day goes by, they get this email. Another day goes by, and then they get this one. And then basically this one is inviting them to take my full course. Okay, it also has a 20% discount offer and link. And then if I have a 2 day delay, so 2 more days go by, and then I have a condition that I added that if whoever did not open this last email, they get kind of one last final offer, final call email over here to get the 20% off. And then whoever goes through, gets this email, finally ends up just getting put into my general subscriber group. You can see here, move to new group, Coach David Lee _general. And then I've got another little condition here that also, if the email was opened but the link was not clicked, then they get this email. And then basically, so it splits off into two separate groups. Both of them, as you can see, the final action here is that they get moved into my general group. The people who did this action and the people who did this action, okay? And you can change that up whenever you want. You can change that up, change it up however you want, whatever makes sense for you. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. Just if you're not familiar with it at first, it doesn't have to be it does not have to be complicated. Just make sure you take it step by step, and just make sure that you understand what you want your subscribers to do. What do you eventually want them, lead them to do, okay? So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything on that automation. And when you're creating yours, you'll see little plus signs here. Basically, you can just do a plus and you can add another email, add a delay, whatever. If you don't like it, you can delete it. So those are the four main features. The biggest wins for me, and why I really decided to go ahead and transition over, is because of the landing pages. They look great, and also because of the automation. And also, just a quick, they also have a little referral here. And basically, if you do decide to get any of their paid plans, I think the first one's just $10 a month. But if you refer anybody to MailerLite, they get a $20 credit, and if they upgrade to any of the paid plans, you get a matching $20 to apply to whatever plan if you end up upgrading to one of the paid plans. So that's MailerLite. If you would like to try it out, definitely go to coachdavidlee.com/MailerLite, and that'll take you right to there. I'll leave a link in the description down below as well. And if you have any questions about what we covered, if anything just wasn't quite clear, or if you'd like me to make a separate video about anything in particular on here, because I really might make a separate one on creating an automation workflow and just make one from scratch. So if I do, I'll leave a link in the description somewhere below here. But if you have any questions, definitely drop a question below. Always go back to my blog at coachdavidlee.com/blog for other tips. If you got a lot of value from this video, definitely share it out. I'd really appreciate it. And, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.